Hello dear students, welcome back to my channel, and this is me again, your teacher Russell. In this video, we're going to do the final and the last series of our lesson about perfect tenses. If you can remember, we have already finished discussing the present perfect tense and the past perfect tense as well. I will insert the link in the description box below or right up there. You can see it. It will flash just right up there. Go ahead and check the previous lessons about perfect tenses. Before we start this lesson, I wish that everybody is safe because of the typhoon. Well, my area was also flooded, but not really bad as compared to other areas. I'm so thankful about that. And that is why I was not able to upload a video last week. So let's go ahead and start with our lesson right away. For this topic, we're going to be talking about future perfect tense. So when do we use future perfect tense? What is a future perfect tense? It is a verb tense that is used for actions that will be completed before another action happens in the future. In future perfect tense, we also follow a certain structure, just like what we do in the past perfect tense and the present perfect tense. And what is this structure? We follow the structure that starts with the subject, next is will have, and the last one is the past participle. Take note that in perfect tenses, we always use the past participle of the verb. So again, subject, will have, plus the past participle of the verb. Just like in the past participle, it doesn't matter if your subject is singular or plural. We still follow this standard rule, which is the subject plus will have plus the past participle. We don't say will has for singular subjects, okay? It is always will have plus the past participle. I hope you keep that in mind. I'm gonna give you an example that is related to one of my favorite Korean dramas. The title is Goblin. So the example is, Teacher Russell will have watched Goblin before her husband gets home. Teacher Russell is the subject, and then will have plus the past participle watched. Teacher Russell will have watched Goblin, that's the title of the K-drama, before. Take note of that preposition there, before her husband gets home. So how many actions happened? There are two, right? Because in the future perfect tense, it also shows the sequence of the event. So here we're talking about two actions. And what are these two actions? Teacher Russell will have watched the Korean drama Goblin, that's the first one, before. Okay, take note, we have to use a preposition before another action happens. Before her husband gets home. Two actions. Got it? That preposition before will help you identify which of the action happened first before another action happens. So it makes your sentence clearer, especially if you use that preposition before. Another preposition that we use is by the time. Before, by the time. So here's an example. Timothy will have played Roblox. So that is the first action that took place. And the next action, by the time her mother asks him to do his homework. So there are two actions. So in future perfect tense, these two prepositions are commonly used. Keep that in mind. Take note that we also use future perfect tenses for a specified time. It means that we have to use a time marker. It doesn't really matter if it's a specific time, but it can also be a vague time, just like next week, or tomorrow, or the next day, or 2 days from now. Or you can also say a specific time, like at 8 o'clock, or this afternoon, or at 3 p.m. However, if you are not sure about the time, then do not use future perfect tense because your sentence will be grammatically incorrect. The best thing to do is to use the simple future tense instead. What am I talking about? Let's take a look at an example. I will give you two sentences. The first one is the correct sentence and the second one is the incorrect sentence. So here it is. First sentence, Jalil will have submitted his reports by the time the principal arrives at 5 in the afternoon. So like I said, that is a correct future perfect tense. The incorrect sentence would be like this. Jalil will have submitted his reports. In that case, we don't need to use will have because the time is unspecified. It is better to use simple future tense. And the correct sentence is like this. Jalil will submit his reports at 5 p.m. See, I did not use will have anymore because will have is only used for future perfect tense with a specified time before another action happens in the future. Just like in past perfect tense, we can also use future perfect tense in negative sentences. How do we do it? There is a very simple pattern to follow, and this pattern is just insert the word not between or in the middle of will plus have. So it becomes will not have. Very simple, right? Let's have this example. We will not have eaten dinner before watching movies this evening. We will not have eaten dinner before, that's your preposition again, before watching movies this evening. So before is used as your time marker to indicate that there is a sequence in your sentence, that one thing happened first before another thing happened in the future. Got it? I also want you to take note that we can also use contractions in future perfect tense. If you can remember, I have lessons about contractions in my previous videos. I will try to search for that videos and insert the link right up there or in the description box below. So be sure to check the description. So if you want to learn more about my other lessons, you can always find it in the description box below. What are contractions? Contractions are two words that are combined to make one word. So instead of saying will not have, we better say won't. So it is easier for you to pronounce it, and it actually makes you speak English faster. And it sounds more natural, definitely. So again, we only change will not have to won't have. Then our sentence becomes like this. We won't have eaten dinner before we start watching movies this evening. So will not have becomes won't have. Very simple. The last thing that I will discuss to you is the use of future perfect tense when asking questions. So we also have a standard pattern, a standard structure to follow. And what is this structure? You start it by asking using the word will plus the subject plus have plus the past participle. Will, subject, have, past participle. Again, let's use the previous sentence as our example, but let us convert it into asking a question. So the sentence becomes like this. Will you have finished eating dinner before watching movies this evening? Will you have finished eating dinner before watching movies this evening? See, that sounds easy. That actually looks easy, right? Will plus the subject plus have plus the past participle. And again, if you're new to my channel, please show some support. Help me grow my channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will always be updated with my new uploads. But please take note, I upload videos every Sunday, that is 8 p.m. Philippine local time. And I hope to see you again next time. Thanks and have a nice day. Bye!